if Jesus was God, as he said, then why did he allow himself to be killed? I mean, we all like superhero movies, and in those movies, the bad guys are trying to kill the heroes, but we like it when the movie has the superheroes trying to stay alive. So should we expect the same of God? Stay alive, beat the bad guys. If he's God, then he must have been able to prevent his own death. If he's really God, then the question is, why didn't he prevent his own death? And for this answer, I'd like to read from the writer of the book of Hebrews. Hebrews chapter 10, verse 12. When Christ had offered for all time a single sacrifice for sins, he sat down at the right hand of God, which signified his work was finished, because the priest did not sit until he was finished. For by a single offering, he has perfected for all time those who are being sanctified, who are being made holy. So the writer of Hebrews is telling us that Jesus was a sacrifice. Specifically, a sacrifice for something, sin. A sacrifice is different than a victim. If Jesus was murdered, which he was, then someone should have tried to solve the case and convict the murderers. It's what we expect today. But in Jesus' case, the murderer, it was in public view for all to see. And it was sanctioned by the law of his day. And his trial, well, that was a farce. So the writer of Hebrews also said in chapter 9 that Jesus appeared once for all to put away sin by the sacrifice of himself. Here is how Jesus himself answered this question while he was yet alive, before he was killed, in John chapter 10. He said, "For this reason the Father loves me, because I lay down my life that I may take it up again. No one takes it from me. I lay it down of my own accord. I have authority to lay it down, and I have authority to take it up again. And this charge I have received from my Father in heaven." And 2,000 years ago, over 2,000, when Jesus spoke those words, when that day, when that happened, you know what John said the people did? The people immediately said, "He has a demon." That's how they responded to that. "He's insane." That's how they responded to that, if you read it in John chapter 10. But regardless of what others thought, Jesus answered this question by saying that he is willingly giving his life, and he is doing so as a sacrifice for sin. So the answer to this second question is this: Jesus allowed himself to be killed in order to give his own life as a sacrifice to pay for the sins of others.